Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 113. On today's episode, we're going to be previewing the Rayo Vallecano versus Barcelona game. Guys, as always, I post a link on Twitter at Kool-Aid Podcast 10. And you guys, anytime ever you guys want to just like join and just like give your thoughts and discussions, always feel free and welcome to. Guys, let me introduce my co-host for the night, Alex.
Hey guys, how's it going?
All right, guys. Guys, let me just show you this real quick, Alex. Let me just show you this right now. We go here, we go here, we go here, and then we go here. And as you can see, look at that. Isn't that beautiful, Alex? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't
Lovely.
that
Um,
lovely?
that's gotta be the best result I've seen all season from anyone.
We love that. We love to see this. Well, guys, the point of me showing you this was Real Madrid dropped points today. They lost 4-2 to Girona at home, which means that if we win tomorrow's game, as you can see, it's 11 points right now. If we win, it goes up to 14 points.
Yeah,
Um,
it's over after that basically.
I mean, the league was already over. Now it's just saying like, hey, which game can we just like finish the tie? As you can see with our matches, we would need a couple more points. We would basically win the league title against Espanyol. If we win the game tomorrow, all we need is the victory, basically 4 victories, and then we win the title, and then we have 4 games to spare. We have 4 games to spare. Imagine that against Real Madrid. It's something to be really excited about, guys. And Real Madrid should just give us another lifeline. You know, Real Madrid haven't been good throughout the last season, and it's not that Real Madrid have been bad. It's just that Barcelona have been better. It's just that simple. Real Madrid's points it isn't that much different from what it was last season. This is the only difference is that Barcelona right now are significantly better than they were last season. But with tomorrow's game, you know, it's not going to be easy. We saw Rayo Vallecano at the start of this season. It was basically the first game. It ended in a 0-0 draw, and it wasn't easy for us at all. You know, it was the first game of the season. Barcelona were like slow and sluggish and everything. And tomorrow we want a different result. You know, we don't want to be going into the game being like overly confident. Just know that we're in a good momentum. You know, and tomorrow we want to get the job done. But this is how the squad for tomorrow. As you can see, we have all the key players. So there isn't Usman Dembele in the squad or Christensen, and we also have the missing Busquets. He's suspended for this game, so he's not going to be able to play. But this is a squad, and then when we go to the lineup, that's going to be featured here. And as you can see, this is the lineup that we believe I think is the best that Xavi can go with. Alex, would you want to see any changes to this lineup?
No, so actually, I think that's the perfect lineup to go with for this game. I just want I just wanted to say real quick that throughout the season we've been more consistent, and overall I think we've had better performances than last season. And I think that's largely due to the fact that we have a more complete team than we did last season, especially the defense. Conde and Balde, I think, have been really important in piecing it all together, as well as Christensen.
Christian's been a
Um,
monster at the back.
Christensen's been a monster. So I think largely the reason we're winning the league this season is because of the defense we've been putting, right? Like all of the league speaks for itself, right? It's one of the lowest goals ever that we've conceded in a season.
Nine in the entirety of the season so far. Real Madrid conceded basically half of the goals today that Barcelona conceded in the league throughout the entire season.
Exactly,
Um,
and
and, and and that
I,
speaks
I'm,
to
I'm
how
a,
well we were playing.
exactly, and I'm a firm believer that good defense wins championships.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
wins you the league. It wins you whatever trophy you want. And I think it's definitely shown it. Now, going back to the predicted lineup tomorrow. I think it's perfect. Like I said, there's nothing else I would add or that I should. Uh, I think Ferran Torres deserves a start, given that he did win us the Atletico Madrid game. And again, Rafinha Lewandowski can't get much better than that. Just the only thing that I wanted to say is that I think tomorrow is an important game for Lewandowski to get his head in, get a couple goals, and just finish the season strong because he's been lacking the confidence, I think, and it's been a lot of
Mhm.
factors, but I think he needs to take advantage of the situation tomorrow. It's not the strongest team, and try to get goals against them. No disrespect to Vallecano, you're just saying they're not one of the most solid teams.
Hmm.
You gotta
No,
protect.
I would love to see for tomorrow for Lewandowski, like to get a brace or even to get a hat trick because he's been a player that's been struggling a lot in front of goal, and we saw this especially against Atletico Madrid. You saw the chances that he was getting and that huge missed opportunity. With basically 1-on-1, he went for the goal, and he completely missed, and he didn't apologize for it at all. And then Rafinha was completely wide open. Um, but as you said, I think that this is the best lineup that Xavi can field. The only doubt is like, hey, would you want to start Pedri again? Or would you want to say, for example, start Pedri but go with the four-man midfield, just so Pedri doesn't have to run as much or something like that. But I think Ferran Torres and Rafinha should definitely start. I think their performance against Atletico Madrid it warrants a start. Um, and I think other than that, I think that this is the perfect lineup that Xavi can go for. The only things that we should be looking for right now is the 3 points. Just basically wrap up the league, and then turn our focus completely towards the summer transfer window. Like there's also been some big rumors. There's actually been a rumor of a swap between Ferran Torres and Carrasco between us and Atletico Madrid. Alex, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm honestly not a big fan of that deal if it were to go down. I think Carrasco is a great player in his own right, but I don't think that he's a great fit for Barca. I know he's a very fast, very agile player that can create chances, but I don't know if he fit the system well. Just because he doesn't play in a system where he's constantly touching the ball, running behind space. I don't know. I feel like he builds up more of the play than anything. And honestly, I think when you're looking at it, they both offer you different things. But I feel like for what Barca is and for what we're looking for, I think Ferran Torres is a much solider option. And maybe them buying him off of us, maybe depending on the money, but a player swap for Carrasco, I would be opposed to that personally.
I'm also opposed to that. Not only just because of the players that they are. It's just like I think Carrasco would be a good addition to the squad, but just as like a rotational player,
Right.
someone who because we don't have a left winger in the squad. You could say Ansu Fati, but Ansu Fati isn't really clicking, and he isn't the type of player that Carrasco is. Carrasco is more of like a traditional winger. Ansu Fati, I would say, is more of like an inside forward type of player, or
Yeah,
someone who likes to get in the
basically,
box.
it's basically an underlapping winger.
Yeah, exactly. And but the main reason why I'm against it is because one, we've been doing way too many favors to Atletico Madrid. We gave Atletico Griezmann, like for cheap, Memphis Depay for cheap, Luis Suarez, and like we don't even want to keep on going. But on top of that, Ferran Torres is very young. He's 22, 23 years old. Carrasco is on the other side. He's 29, 30. He's around there. And we paid big bucks for Ferran Torres. We paid almost like 50 million, and like most of it still we haven't paid it off. So why are we going to be paying huge amounts of money? I mean, no, why are we going to be switching players who are in two different stages of their career? Like Ferran Torres still has a lot of resale value, and he could get a lot better. Um, so I don't know why we would want to switch. Maybe like if we switch Ferran Torres with Carrasco and then we get some cash, 20, 30, maybe. I think then maybe I'm thinking like, oh, okay, maybe 30, 35 million. And like, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I'm thinking like, hey, if we give Carrasco with 35 million, I think that's a fantastic deal and I would take that. But a complete just like player swap, nah.
Yeah, I also think I don't know, maybe as a rotation player he's not a bad idea, but again, I don't know if he's what's best for the team right now, if I'm being quite honest with
Hmm.
you.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I
don't
agree with
I
you.
don't think he's the best option. And look, I agree with you. Ferran Torres is still very young. He
Yeah.
still has a lot of development to go through. We're talking a guy who's what, 24, 23.
Yes, around that age. Around that age. He's still a
Give or
young
take
player.
a couple of years.
Hmm.
Um, I think he's such a talented player. It's just he's been inconsistent this season, and I think he's lacked confidence at times. But I think most of the fan base knows. how good he can be, and he's shown it. He's had performances where we're like, wow, like he had a great performance today. I
Mhm.
thought the Atletico Madrid performance, it wasn't anything crazy, but he showed up when we needed him to, and I think he's very capable of doing that. So again, I wouldn't like giving him up for Carrasco. I don't think it'd be
Definitely.
the way to go.
Okay. Okay. Well, Alex, running off the episode, match prediction, and who's getting on the score sheet. How do you think the game's gonna end?
I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna go for a 2-0.
Okay, two
Except
no.
that my hmm, I think Lewandowski's gonna redeem himself and he's gonna get a. Mm, I'm gonna give it a 2-0.
Okay.
Lewandowski scores and Rafinha scores.
Okay. Okay. The good scoreline. I'm actually gonna go for a 1-0. I'm going with Ferran Torres getting on the score sheet again. I think that it's gonna be another game where Lewandowski doesn't shine. But let's hope I'm completely wrong, because like these are the games in which Lewandowski's got stat pads. So let's
Well,
hope
yeah, I mean,
we come
I'm
back and
okay
it's
with the
completely
stat pad.
different.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm completely fine with the stat padding session as well. But guys, that was it for our preview for tomorrow's game. Rayo Vallecano versus Barcelona. Guys, I post a link on Twitter at Kool Podcast 10. Always feel free and welcome to join. This is just because like I know like some people that they may agree or disagree with some of the things we said. So always feel free to come over here and just like and have a dialogue and a debate. But guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys all in the next episode. Peace out, guys.
Yeah.